I'll get on to dessert first. I always like to do that. It makes sense with a menu. This is an orange almond cake that gets soaked in syrup and topped with candied orange at the end. It is a beautiful cake. I make it all the time. It's very festive. It can also be simple if you want it to be, but I like it for celebrations. So you need eggs, and lots of eggs. I'm separating 6 of them. It's another of those cakes that's leavened with egg white and not baking powder. So I'm going to beat the sugar together with the yolks. 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 6 yolks. You just beat it until it turns pale and ribbony. See how nice and ribbony that is? It gets so thick and very pale. I need 1.5 cups of these ground almonds, but you really need them ground to powder because the almonds replace flour in the end. There are a lot of cakes that use nuts in place of flour, actually. Certainly in the French repertoire you see hazelnut cakes and walnut cakes and almond cakes. You can use pistachios. So I need zest from 3 oranges. Should be very orangey, and the zest always has the most flavor, more than juice. And that's it for flavoring. There's no vanilla or anything else. It's just the purity of the almonds and the orange zest together that make this cake. Now this is a very thick mixture at this point, pretty heavy. But I'm going to look after that. Put a little bit in to the cake mixture and stir it through. You loosen up the heavy mixture, and that way the rest fold in easily and keep as much volume as possible. I'm using a springform pan lined with paper because it's a delicate cake, and just butter it once you've lined it too so that it peels off easily. There we go, and that needs about 45 minutes in the oven. It will puff up a little bit and then it will sink away when it comes out from the pan just a little bit, and it will be all nice and golden. Most cakes get cooked at 350. Now that's not it for the cake, because there's another part. There's a syrup that gets spooned on top, and that cake, which is such a sponge, just soaks it all up and becomes very moist and exotic. So juice the oranges right into a saucepan. So then, add a little sugar, and then just boil it for 5 minutes to dissolve the sugar. We'll just make a very, very light syrup. You don't think it can drink up all this liquid, because look how much there is. Practically a cup, but it does. Now, the pièce de résistance. I have some leftover orange zest and syrup from a dessert I made the other day, which is just oranges tossed in a thicker syrup and thin julienne zest that you candy in it. And that's it. One of my top 5 cakes.